Come to me as woman to woman. Why dragging me? Why dragging me every day?
For this season, I am frustrated by the fact that the friend of the show seems to be bringing the most drama, and this narrative and drama and conversations seem to be exhausting, and I'm tired of it. And I want something else. I want something better because let us just get into it. And I think I will discuss the mini and precious drama first because the start of this episode with that, and that seems to run throughout the episode. And I love the fact that Sorisha stood on business. So let us just go straight into it. This would be like a recap kind of thing. And the episode started off with the Ayanda and Andile's, fashion show. So the ladies met and, the conversations team kept going on and on to regards precious business. And for me, I had always made this claim on my whenever I make videos that it is tiring to see this lady keep coming for precious. It is giving witchcraft. It is giving witchcraft. So you guys should let her breathe. Yeah, because I feel like you're coming for someone's business, and if you probably think she treats her staff bad, employ these people. If you get a business, I think you should employ them and stop this narrative of like you bad. And the last time I checked, South Africa has law enforcement bodies and all of that. If probably these people's human rights has been violated or in any way, these people that seem to be like the fighter for the less privileged, that is minute and the rest, they should take up this as take it up. Why bring it and you keep telling this person you're a bad person, you're a bad person? If you think she's a bad person, employ these people. If these people think they are being treated bad, leave the job and go get another job. It is I am so sure Precious is not the only one who from a big or probably a hair business in South Africa. So it is tiring to see these women keep coming for her. It's just like huge. It's giving jealousy. It's giving witchcraft. It's giving I want to bring you down. And at this point, it is becoming so much. Initially, it was like, cool, but I think from like the last episodes, I have been frustrated, tired, and so annoyed to see these women keep coming for Precious. It is annoying. And I think one thing that Precious seems could have done is she should have been unapologetic about it. If probably she has told them, if you think I'm a bad person, if you think I treat my staff wrongly, employ them. How I run my business, it's none of your business. I'm so sure. I feel like the fact that they are all of them seem to rally against more than Precious is very, very annoying. And I'm not liking it. It's becoming like it's giving mean girls. I don't know. And the craziest thing is about this is that this is none of their business. They are just being nosy. You speaking to someone's staff is even red flag. It's a wrong thing. Why do you have to go to someone's business to treat? Yeah, then you start speaking with them. Why? Why? Anyways, the event finished and we are back to seeing Sorisha on this show. And one thing I have to say about Sorisha's style this season, I think from season 4, if I'm not mistaken, Sorisha has been putting so much effort into what she wear, into how she appear. And this season, our stylist nailed the race because it's just so beautiful. Her confessional look, her stunning outfits to every of these gatherings are beautiful. I love it for her. And Sorisha keep giving us reason to know that, yeah, she's an OG. So I think she and us. Then another interesting thing about Sorisha and Nonku is that they will always kind of show family. It's not just be about the drama with the ladies. We get to see like their family dynamic, growth and all of that, which makes it interesting. Like we always get to see personal story from them. So in last season, we get to know that the Uncle V, as many do calling, had got the kids like a penthouse. We got to see it and the conversation about the child, leaving. I can remember when I had to leave for the university. My mom cried. She did. So moving on, Nonko met with Minnie and Angel, and the conversation is still about Precious, and it's giving obsession. And that's all I was saying. It's giving obsession. I think I really love the fact that Noko and Angel had conversation about what they do, and we get to remember that, okay, Angel had told us she is into this kind of business because sincerely, I had forgotten. Moving on to the next scene. So what's her name? Ayanda also visited Precious, and Precious still have to bring in her stuff. And that's one thing. I think the fact that the more Precious keep trying to explain herself, this thing, and try to make these people know that she is not what they think she is, the more she seemed to be, the more they do not see her from that perspective. If probably she had invited Ayanda just to know her and probably rant about it and had not brought the staff and all that, because sincerely, no staff really admits to being badly treated if they still need the job. So I think that's one thing. So I think that's not like a thing. I feel if she had been unapologetic and she had told these people, this is how I run my business. If you think I'm treating my staff bad, get them another job. Tell them to leave my business. And that's on period. Tell them, but sick. Ooh, I liked that. So Sorisha had a dinner where she had to meet I think Uncle Viv, we had to see Tobili from season 3 and some of her friends. And I think that dinner was a quite interesting one. And she did discuss the narrative and the drama that had been going. And I love the perspective and the way that these people are letting her understand that this conversation about Precious should be about Precious. And I think Somizi was like, they should let Precious be. And I love that Sorisha brought in that energy. I think Sorisha brought in that energy. I love how they all bonded. I love how peaceful the dinner seemed to be. Then we had the Nonku and Tilly. They went driving, and Nonku is just being the African mother that cannot deal with the idea of a child seeing a guy. And I love though Natalie seemed very mature, and her responses was just like an assuring one that can, I think, probably even more than just once a year. I like, okay, I think I'll be fine. Then though Angel and Fafa met and they discussed how they want to take the ladies on a trip a little bit. And so that's that for them. David Nonku and Sorisha's conversation at the spa. I find it very funny, when Sorisha said, "Oh, my kid, I know they don't you're not interested in boys. The girls are not interested in the girls are interested in boys." I don't like, oh Sorisha, I throw these kids are lying to you. Because I felt like at its teenager, some of us were not so open to discuss this with our parents. But I think the conversation with these two actually make us understand that African mothers will always be African mothers. Because Nonku's reaction to, oh, I'm even to use the word, I was like, Nonku, calm down. I think it's very funny. And you can see that Nonku is just an African mother who do not want to admit on the need to have such conversation with the child, which she feels like it's like giving the child. Then I don't know. Nonku is just a typical African mother, and I think Sorisha is being like the cool mom who seems to be like very woke. And I think I just love that conversation. It was funny to me, and how Nonku seemed to be disagreeing with Sorisha being a cool mother. Then moving on to, okay, so we saw the low she packed out of her former apartments. I think I was actually very young, and yeah, and I love that scene. It was giving cool family. Then Nonku's big event, and it was the unapologetic. She launched a book. The Nonku's event went. It was cool. They still brought up the precious drama, which I'm tired and frustrated about. I feel they should let it go. Fafa and Angel made the ladies know that they would be going on vacation, and they are very excited about it. So I think that's everything I'm discussing for this episode. I think this episode is actually cool. There's also much toxic drama. I think I laughed to a certain level. So I think that's everything for Real Housewives of Durban, season 5, episode 6. Bye.